Hey, Clifton, it's so wonderful seeing you today.
Hi, Cynthia, my friend. I'm so happy you're here to join us with our event here. I'm so excited about having fun, eating good food, and wonderful fitness. I would like to introduce everyone to my good friend, Cynthia Newland. And I've asked her to come because I really want to know why has she gone mostly plant-based.
Absolutely. Well, that's one of my favorite topics. I'm happy to share. And since you did ask me, I am a teacher by educational standards. So I have a PowerPoint ready for us. So I'm going to share it that way. So, healthy from the inside out, it's something I really believe that eating plants can help us with an external beauty and so many effects in the outside of how our body appears. But we really need to get well on the cellular level. And as we take a look here, I want to share this is me. I am a wellness consultant, also an educator, longtime dancer. So that's where Clifton and I know one another from the dance world, but also this whole advocacy to help people get well. This is my family. I'm a wife and a mom of 3 adult kids, and this way of living and lifestyle is something I've been helping to train my family in, and they're now passing it to the next generation. We believe in eating real food. And what that looks like is plants that are coming from the earth, fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains. And so when we're talking about this plant-based diet, there's a lot of different takes on it. Some people really encourage consumption of about 80% plants, and then you have leeway for other foods, or 90%, or you have some that will be in the 100% range of consuming plant-based. And so for me particularly, because I've looked at the research, I've been able to investigate lots of different studies and read a variety of books and texts. We're just seeing that the reduction of cancer and illness and sicknesses really are attributed to people consuming more plant foods and stepping away from some of those carcinogenic foods, some of those other kinds of contaminants that are found in other sources. Healthy diet and lifestyle behaviors could prevent 40% of cancer cases. This is from the American Institute for Cancer. But there's other research showing that it can be up to 70 or 75% of our consumption of foods that are coming from a plant-based source really can make that much of a difference. So that's like well over half. This right here just shows that if we are consuming 9 to 13 servings of recommended sources of plant-based foods, then we are getting that quantity of what we're encouraged to eat every day. So as you're in this wonderful event, I just encourage you to think about these things that we're sharing and looking at, how is this happening in your own life? Are you eating 9 to 13 servings? Are you getting 2 or 3? The most Americans today are getting less than 3% of Americans are getting this percentage, and most are getting only a few servings. And so when I talk about a serving, it's like a heaping handful of raw fruits and veggies, or a cupful, or if it's cooked, it's about a half cupful. So that's the equivalent to a serving. This is a wonderful slide that shares about not only in America, but across the world, what are the effects of people who eat predominantly a plant-based diet compared to those who are consuming non-plant-based foods. And so this is just, you'll see this direct in proportion of the people in the red, where they are seeing higher deaths, higher illnesses, higher sickness, because of the least amount of plant consumption, and then the greater amount of plant consumption. It's a direct relation to the least amount of illness and disease and deaths. And so that's just studies that have been done globally, but also it's something that wherever you're from, I think we're connecting in with a lot of our folks here in the United States. We don't have this story in America. We are dying. We all have friends, family members that we know are having different health problems and concerns, and probably it's because they have a little bit of consumption of plant foods. And so we're just advocating, let's make a simple change. And how you can do that is just maybe adding one more fruit or veggie every day for a week. And so if you're used to eating 3 servings of fruits and veggies, then up it for a week to 4, and then start increasing. So in some way you can start making a, to get you to that higher consumption amount of fruits and veggies. So here's some examples. You'll see there's some grains there, as well as whole food that are fruits and vegetables. These are ways that we encourage people to do some prep. Chop your fruits, chop your vegetables at a designated time and have them ready for the week. And so then you're not having to spend a lot of time when you're doing preparation. And Clifton is doing amazing jobs with all of his education about cooking and giving us lots of wonderful tips. And so as you'll notice, he's putting fruits and veggies and different plant foods in his cooking because he knows this truth as well. So Clifton, I sure appreciate it. This is roasted veggies. This just shows some that have been put on a tray and roasted. These look like little bacon chips, but they're actually carrot strips that have been roasted and marinated to give it more of a seasoned flavor. And then it's looks like little, cute little BLTs. So you don't have to sacrifice flavor because you're eating more plants. You can get really creative in how you combine them. And this is a wonderful bowl. We love doing a variety bowls, like Hispanic bowls, Mediterranean, Asian, and you just change around the flavors and sauces and some of the ingredients. And again, you feel really full and satisfied, and you're getting all those great phytonutrients that are packed in our plant foods. All of those live enzymes, all those good nutrients. There's something that's called macronutrients and micronutrients, and you probably will hear a little bit more about that throughout our event. But we need to make sure we're getting all those vitamin minerals, those micronutrients in our body. So this is a fun salad in a jar, and I know Clifton has shared some things about that in the past, and I'm sure we'll be able to share some in the future as well. So stay connected with him. I know you'll love him for different reasons, but stay connected with him because he's a really great resource for this education. This is a fun way to get lots more plants in your diet. This is these little nutrition bites. They're comprised of oats and a nut butter. This also has a complete mix, which is this plant powder that's loaded with lots of good protein, sprinkled with a little bit of dried coconut. You can make these in different flavors, different bases. You can use other kinds of things besides oatmeal as a base, a quinoa base. There's other kind of nuts and nut butters that you can use. So we can share a lot of those fun recipes with you. But what we use as a basis for those is this complete mix. And basically this is loaded with 15 plant foods that have been picked at their optimal ripeness. And then what is done is they just, in a slow process with these and this other plant powder I'll show you in just a moment, maintains all the enzymes and all the nutrients. And why we love it so much is because it is low fat, low sugar, low glycemic. It's gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO. So it's really super clean. It's plant-based protein. And so some of us are consuming plant-based proteins that are coming in just in a regular natural source, but this is a great way to get a consensus of all of these flavors coming together in a consolidated way. And we like it because you can mix it up and make yummy shakes. And I'm sure Clifton will share some more with you about that. But that's something I do every day in my life. I have a smoothie that I drink every day. And then I also use those plant powders to make different things like pancakes or baked goods, as well as those other little nutrition bites. We advocate eat the color of the rainbow. And so this might be something that you've heard of before, where people are saying, just eat the variety, but you might not know exactly why. Why is it so important that when we're eating the variety of plant foods in all the colors, that it's optimally going to be better for us to eat an array of colors. The red colors, like our berries and apples and other, beets, these red colored fruits and vegetables, they are loaded with good nutrients that help our heart and our blood health. If we eat the orange ones, they're great to help prevent cancers and reduce the risk of heart disease. Yellow ones, they're really awesome for helping our skin and our heart and our eyes and improves digestion. So you can see here, I don't need to read them all, but all the colors have different jobs. And so if we're just eating, yellow bananas and green lettuce, but we're not getting colors from the other array of the rainbow, then we're really missing out on what our body needs to optimally get the nutrition to be able to be as healthy as possible. So when we say eat this, color of the rainbow, this is an incredible way to do that. Because again, at the beginning, I just wanted you to think about this from your own perspective. When you're eating your own selection of what you normally eat every day, and are you getting that array of servings, but are you getting that array of colors? This is an incredible way to saturate your body with all of these nutrients. So it's something Clifton and I both do. We get at least 30 different fruits and veggies, and if you're doing the shakes, you get 45. And this other way also of adding other nutrients through these plant-based powders can help you get this variety. The omegas is something else that bumps up that number. So I have over 60 different fruits and veggies in my diet every day. And that's because I'm consuming our produce plant powders. I'm consuming these wonderful omega-based oils, and also our plant powders with the nutrition complete mix as well. So omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, we need optimal nutrition to help us in our microbiome, our gut health. I could get really nerdy here and just share a lot of science, but I just wanted to just answer your question. Why am I eating all of these plant foods? It's because I know I need good health for my head, my mind, my thoughts, my imagination, just everything that I'm trying to, wrestle with during these days, but also in my body as well. And there's such an amazing direct correlation from your gut health, what you're eating, to your brain health and your emotions and your mood and thinking. And so if I'm not getting those plants in my diet, then I know that I'm not optimally helping to feed and fuel my brain as well as feed and fuel my body. And so this is just a beautiful way to bypass the fish that many people are getting when you're consuming a plant. When you're consuming omegas, this is a plant-based source. And then why I choose to use these products and only these products for additional nutrition is the research. And I'm sure, again, you may hear some more in the future about that, but all of this research that's pointing towards these incredible benefits. When you're saturating your body with these 30 and 40 and 50 different types of plant-based nutrients, it improves your cardiovascular health, helps to boost your immune system, and in particular, where we are today globally with compromised immune system and the susceptibility of illness and sicknesses and disease, we just need to ramp up our immune systems. It helps our gum health, reduces oxidative stress. So that's just the wear and tear that we get on our bodies every single day. Inflammation is another real danger point for so many people, that we have these different types of aches and pains on the outside, but we also have some internal inflammation that's causing lots of illnesses and autoimmune concerns. And so we want to get that way lower down, and plants do that for us. It protects our DNA, helps us to have healthier skin. And if you're friends with Clifton, he cares about his skin, and he tries to encourage you to be beautiful always, outside as well as the inside. And so just take it for what it's worth. He uses this because we know he's vain.
That's right. That's right.
And then another thing that is so fun, and I have two of these. They're tower gardens. It's just a lot of fun to be able to plant your own herbs and different types of fruits, different veggies. We grow over 130 different types of plant varieties, and it consumes just water and is in a small basin to be able to grow on your own, your back porch or in your house. But we can share more about that as well. But I appreciate mine greatly, and especially right now where there's a bit of a food shortage and we don't know exactly all of the food handling. It helps us to be really particular about some of the foods that we're consuming. And then another area, just this wonderful health study for families. If you choose to purchase these plant powders, which I cannot encourage you enough to do, to add to the nutrition that your body needs. If you have a child in and around your life, if you're an auntie, if you're a grandma, if you're a parent, you can get these nutrients free for a child for up to 4 years, which is really beautiful. So it's only about $2.50 a day for you to consume these plant nutrients for yourself, but you could get an order free for a child. And so for $2.50, you could get 20 or 30 different plant foods in your diet, which is incredible because for $2.50, you can't get a Starbucks, or you can't get a donut and a coffee or whatever you might get sometimes when you're out consuming a quick to go meal. And then Powered by Plants is our community. I love this community. We are Health Made Simple, and we basically have a lot of education. So get ready, get your notebooks out for the continued information you're going to get. But one of the programs we support is called Shred 10. And this looks at ways to make sure that you're saturating your body with the good things, getting into habits that you need to formulate for healthy lifestyle, and then also trying to disregard and get rid of, discard some of those habits that might not be as positive for you to reach your health goals that you have. So we'll share more also about that over the days ahead. And so I just encourage you, choosing prevention is better than trying to find a cure. And one thing we know for sure, when you consume plants, an array of colors, fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, and grains, we've got the best product to do that, to help you to bridge the gap. Then you aren't as susceptible for needing to try to find a cure in your life. So, and that's why I choose to eat so many plants, and that's why I choose to advocate for the solutions that we have through Juice Plus and through our Health Made Simple community.
Great, wonderful. Well, I love it. I've been on Juice Plus since you've told me about it 4 years ago, and it has changed my life dramatically because I was always going to the gym and it was saying, why come I'm not getting results that I have? And I was bloated. And then after I talked to you and I started with Juice Plus and doing some of the solutions from our community, I feel so much better internally, and it has helped me flourish outside externally. So I want to thank you very much.
You're welcome, my friend. Well, I'm excited for this week, and I'm really looking forward to being able to, jump on with the rest of the things that we're going to be sharing throughout. So thank you for inviting me into this community. I'm really excited. So blessings, everybody. Enjoy your time getting all fit and working out. Enjoy getting more information about how you can have lots of fun and lots of ways to do it through yummy recipes. So bless you.
That's right. And let's go see everyone soon. Tune in.